Hello and welcome to my Reluctant Writer channel. I am Radcliffe, the Reluctant Writer, and the last time I posted a video, it was the 5th of March 2021. Today is the 13th of July 2022. What the fuck have I been doing? Have I been writing books? No. Have I been marketing my books effectively? No, not that either. So what I've been doing, apart from getting my soul sucked out by the children, obviously, that's part of the game of being a father. What I've been doing is I've been helping other authors publish their books, and it's been fulfilling. You know, it's great to see newbie authors so excited, you know, holding the first copy of the book, just really, oh my God. And it's been great. I've loved helping them. Yeah, it's been really good. But I haven't been writing, and I have 4 books in progress at the moment. 2 of them are finished. I just need to edit them. And the other 2 are at least halfway through. And I was just thinking the other day, you know, what am I doing? Why am I not just getting on with my own writing, building my own readership, and you know, living the dream, just making shit up, writing it down, entertaining readers, because I've got a nice bunch of readers that do love my work. I have fans, which is still weird, but great. You know, why am I not servicing those fans, but not in a rude way? And I can't really answer it. I mean, I've used the excuse of, well, I'm helping other writers. Yeah, but that's what it is. It's just an excuse. So the other day, I just published an author. And she was gushing, she was, thank you so much, you know, I could never have done this without you, oh my God, you've been my guardian angel, blah, 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 blah. It's lovely. It's like a big, warm, cotton wool filled hug. And she's, you know, she's living her dream, which is great, and it's great to be a part of that. I'm not living my dream, and my dream's more important than hers, to me, because it's me. So I sort of had an idea the other day and it's a bit of a weird idea, and I don't think anyone's really done this before, but yes, I do love helping authors, and yes, I will continue to help authors, but it's very time consuming. They're a needy bunch because they don't know much, so they ask a lot of questions, and you feel like just saying, it's all right, I'll sort it. Don't worry about it, I'll sort it. But they want to know these things because they want to learn and they want to move on and progress. And I get that, but it's just so much easier just to do it, you know, just to do it yourself. So I will continue to help other authors. Absolutely, I love it. But I'm also need to start working on my own books. So this idea that I had anyway was to unpublish, completely remove all of my books from all my digital stores. Just every single copy of every book that I've ever written is going to get completely removed from everywhere. And then I'm going to start again from scratch. And I'm quite excited about the idea, the prospects, because for a few reasons. Number one, it's because I've got 4 series under 2 pen names, I get a bit overwhelmed with it. And, you know, 15 books, 15, 16, something like that, 15 books. I've got 4 that I could quite easily finish this year. and then that'd be 20 books in 4 genres under 2 pen names, and it's just so overwhelming. I don't know where to start. That's the first reason that I want to do this. The second reason, it kind of goes hand in hand with that. My earlier books, I don't really like them. The Race, I hate. That was the first book I ever published. And then a few days later, I published Meat Market, which was pretty successful back in 2015. And I still get readers now leaving reviews on Meat Market saying they really enjoy it. It was dead funny, which is great. But they're also dated. I mean, I can recall that I put a lot of the time pop references in there that now just mean literally nothing. You know, no one knows or cares who Jeremy Kyle is, so why would my protagonist be watching a game show that doesn't, a daytime TV show that doesn't exist anymore? Just little niggles like that I know are in these first books, and I kind of want to get rid of those bits, not also the story so much, maybe also a bit of the dialogue, because some of the dialogue's atrocious. As I flipped through one of the books the other day, and it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to 40-year-old me writer who's written, or almost written, 20 books. It certainly wasn't embarrassing to 22-year-old me who'd just written this first book, this first comedy, and the first time he'd written in the first person. It was great. I was so proud of myself. But now looking back, you know, the story's sound. It's a good little story, but the shit that's in it is just blank. You know, and I can't blame 22-year-old me, because he didn't have the experience I now have after a load more books under my belt. He was finding his voice. I've found my voice, be it a little bit more cynical, disgruntled and sweary, but I've still found my voice. Whereas 22-year-old me, when I was writing The Race and Meat Market, I was just no fear, going straight ahead, just writing it. And I sort of want that back as well, because it's so easy to procrastinate these days, especially with Netflix. Netflix wasn't a thing when I was 22. It wasn't Netflix, you know. There's no binge watching things, and I'm really good at them. And I just want that back. And I think if I unpublish everything and then republish them one by one. Number one, my Ladlet series, which is 5 books deep, I'd alternate where they go in the series. I'd start off with Meat Market as book 1, Escort and Eric book 2, and Barman book 3. The Race would be a prequel sign-up thing, and I think Checking Out novella series will be a separate kind of add-on series. I don't know, but I do want to do it. I do want to do it because I want to fall in love again with Meat Market, my most successful one. I want to be able to big it up to more people than I was able to back in 2015, because I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I want to do all these things because I want to run Kickstarters for each of my novels as their own separate entity, and not be so overwhelmed that I throw them all into one bag. Get this whole series, Kickstarter. No, they should. You know, each one of my books, once I've re-edited them, I'll love them again, and I want to celebrate that, and I want to show them off again, and run Kickstarters for the first one and then the second one, separate things. Just go through the self-publishing process for one book, and then bring in the second one, instead of just piling it all in, having all these books. I mean, I know there's authors out there that have got 30 books, 40 books, 50 books, and they're not overwhelmed because they've got the things in place, they've got the systems in place. And I never really got my systems in place properly. I was sort of half-arsing it all the time. I don't want that. I want to have everything from one step to the next, because it's just a lot more efficient. It'd mean I'd have more time for writing, because I know back of house, everything's going well. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. And the other reason that I want to do this is sort of like an afterthought, but I can chronicle it. I can, as quite an experienced self-publisher who knows how to build author platforms and knows how to do all these things, as opposed to when I first started, I can chronicle each step of the way. I've published I think a dozen authors now as well, and it works. The things that I've showed them, the things that I've set up for them, it works. You know, your mailing list and your crowdfunders and stuff like that. It does work, and it's part of the Indie Authors Toolkit. I want to be able to basically chronicle step by step and show it to a lot more authors than if I was doing it one-on-one. I know there's courses out there that do this. I've done most of them. I'm a member of most of the forums. I'm a member of all these groups. I've been to a few of the conferences too. And I was thinking for my unique selling point, and I guess my unique selling point, if I was to do this, would be I'd be sort of doing it in real time. So my followers would be jumping on and watching me in real time. It'd be more like a journal, more like a diary, and I would go into detail. I'd take formatting, for instance. I use vellum. Other authors might not have a clue how to format, and they might want to learn how to format. I can show them. I can then look through other formatting software and try it out, and I can do all this recording on my screen so that they can watch it and see what I'm doing and make their own informed decision for which one to use, or if they want to go with and hire a formatter or whatever. That's just one example. I'd like to really deep dive into all that stuff because it does interest me, and I do love helping other authors. I also love taking the piss out of them when they don't have a clue, but that's another story. That's sort of what you get when you hire me. Fortunately, the authors that I have worked with are all great and have got a good sense of humour, and they don't mind me taking the mick a bit. I'm quite happy for them to take the mick out of me too. But yeah, so my idea in the next week or so is to unpublish all my books. Shit myself a little bit because I've just done that. Although I've spoken to Amazon and they've assured me that if I kept the metadata the same for each one of my books and then republished and then popped them an email, they'd give me my reviews back. So although I'm pretending that I'm starting from scratch, I still want to keep my reviews come launch day. There's going to be a bit of a weird thing then where my book was published, call it September the 10th, 2022, but yet it has reviews from 2015. There's going to be a bit of a there, but other than that, that's nice that I can keep the reviews. But yeah, that's my idea. Get rid of all my books, fall in love with my books again, republish, do Kickstarters, you know, and then and also that's another thing with a Kickstarter. I'd like to take people, because there's so many newbie authors that are curious about this thing. What do you mean I could try and earn money before it's launched? And then, you know, you earn a bit of money, and then that's your launching arsenal. That's the money once you've fulfilled your pledges. That's your money to launch your book with, to do your ads and all the rest of it. And people should know about things like this, and it'd be nice to take people through it. And yeah, so that's my idea so far. I don't have a name for what this thing is going to be. I just have a vague idea of what I want to do. And what I want to do is become a newbie author again, I guess. And put a bit of fire back in my belly. Get me writing again. Get me marketing effectively, because I'm all over that one book instead of my whole series. You know, yeah. Let me know what you think, and I'll make sure my next post isn't in another year. Reluctant writer, hopefully not so soon. Signing off.